Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen again. Today I want to share with you an amazing recipe. It's actually my first try out, but I hope it's gonna come out nice and that you're all gonna enjoy it. I have a confession to make. I'm a huge chocolate lover. For me, chocolate is something very special. I love to eat chocolates. I love chocolate desserts. The problem is that it comes with a lot of calories and it's not always good for us. So I always try to experiment and turn very nice chocolate-rich and sugar-loaded recipes into something healthy that is still gonna taste amazing, but it's also gonna be very healthy for us. So today I'm gonna share with you a recipe for a chocolate cake with Baileys, and I really hope you're gonna enjoy it. So we're gonna start with the crust. The crust is gonna be made for chocolate biscuits and coconut oil instead of regular butter. So I'm gonna mix it together and we're gonna create our crust. After that, we're gonna put it in the oven for about 15 minutes until it's almost ready, and then we're gonna cool it for a couple of moments. So for our chocolate crust, we need chocolate biscuits and coconut oil instead of regular butter. Okay, so we're starting now with the chocolate crust. I'm gonna mix the two ingredients together. And then I'm gonna place them into the cake form and bake them for about 15 minutes. So this is how the cookies and the coconut oil mixed together should look like before you transfer them into the baking form. While our crust is baking, we're gonna continue with the filling. For the filling, I am gonna use 88% dark chocolate, which I already melted. I also soaked cashew for about 45 minutes in hot water and blended into the blender, and now I have it as a cream paste. So this is my substitute for the heavy cream. I also have a little bit of Baileys. For a little bit more sweetness, I'm gonna use agave nectar instead of sugar. And if the consistency is not what I'm looking for and it's more liquidy, I'm gonna use some plain skir just to make it a little more thick. Back in the days, I didn't like dark chocolate so much. It was so bitter for me. But I started experimenting and I started with 60% dark chocolate, then 80% dark chocolate. Now 80% dark chocolate for me is perfect. I love it. It just gives me enough to satisfy my sweet tooth. Okay, so I just mixed the ingredients together. You can see how it's getting very nice and thick. Perfect chocolate taste. Now we are in the Baileys. I'm adding a couple spoons of skir, so the consistency is not very liquid. Of course, once the chocolate cools down, it's gonna get thicker, but just in case. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to try it. It just smells and looks amazing. I love to experiment in the kitchen, especially with desserts. I love to change the ingredients in a way so I can make the recipe more healthy, but I also try not to escape from the original taste, so we can have that recipe enjoyable not just for me but for everyone at home, because not everyone has the same taste. And of course, if you decide to change your lifestyle and your way of eating but your family is not on the same page, you should not push it. You should just try making nice healthy recipes for them, and trust me, once they try and they see that there is an alternative and you can still taste very nice and amazing, they will never go back to the regular desserts. They will never go back to something that is not healthy for them. They'll become more aware of what they're eating. You can just be an example, you can set the example for them, and everything else is gonna come naturally. Okay, so our crust is ready. See that amazing dark color? And also our filling is ready. Now it's time for decoration. For the decoration, I'm gonna use some walnuts and a white chocolate. Just use your imagination. I also melted some white chocolate. Let's see if it's gonna work the way I imagine it. And here we go. Now this chocolate perfection is going to the fridge for a couple of hours just to cool down, so that we can enjoy it later with our loved ones. I hope you really like this recipe. If you have any tips, anything that you would like to change, anything that you want to add, I am open for suggestions. I can't wait to see your comments under the video. It was amazing to be with you again today. Be healthy, and I'll see you next week.